Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin. The options will let you fine-tune the game just the way you want to. Normal game, okay? So how many people out there? Type in your name, Player 1. Player 1, here's your buzz-in key. Let's get this show on the road.
From the Sony Pictures Studios, this...
Player 1, you start us off.
In 1988, they released the concert tour documentary, Rattle and Hum.
Player 1. Precisely. Pick again.
They had two #1 hits in 1980. Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and another one Bites the Dust.
Player 1. Yes.
In 1986, she was in control with a hit album that included What Have You Done For Me Lately?
Nobody? Take a look. Here's the right response.
In 1984, this rock band leaped to the top of the charts with the song Jump.
Player 1. Yes.
After going roundabout, this group returned to the charts in 1983 with Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Player 1. Precisely. Pick again.
It's where an industrious person keeps his nose.
Player 3.
What is To the Grindstone?
Hey, you're correct.
Sticks and Stones for 400.
The man seen here was a master of this form of physical comedy.
If you'll just watch this, we'll show you the clue. Player 1. Precisely. Pick again.
These springy stilts with pedals will have you moving in leaps and bounds.
Player 2.
What are pogo sticks?
Hey, you're correct.
Sticks and stones for 800?
Paired with fire, it rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah.
Player 2.
What is brimstone?
Precisely. Pick again.
Sticks and stones for 1,000.
3 feet 9 inches high, 2 feet 4.5 inches across, and nearly 1 foot thick, it was key to deciphering hieroglyphics.
Player 3.
What is the Rosetta Stone?
Definitely.
Tents in the Bible for 200.
According to Genesis chapter 13, verse 12, Lot pitched his tent toward this city near Gomorrah.
Player 2.
What is Babylon?
No, too bad. Player 3.
What is Sodom?
Exactly.
Tents in the Bible for 400.
Numbers chapter 19, verse 14 says, If a man dieth in his tent, everything in it and all who enter are unclean for this many days.
Player 3.
What is 7?
Yes.
Tents in the Bible for 600.
Answer, the Daily Double.
Did you make your wager, please?
This apostle from Tarsus was a tent maker by trade.
Player 3.
Who is Saul?
Exactly.
Tents in the Bible for 800.
When asked, Where is Sarah thy wife? He replied, In the tent.
Nobody? What we were looking for was this.
Tents in the Bible for 1,000.
His son Ham discovered this ark builder drunk and naked in his tent.
Player 1. Exactly.
The Douglas type of this 3-letter tree is the state tree of Oregon.
Player 1. Definitely.
Rhode Island picked the red type of this tree. Vermont got the sugar kind.
Anyone? Player one. Nice try, but that is incorrect. Is that it? Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
Delaware chose a type of this tree that's paired with the ivy in a Christmas song.
Player three.
What is spruce?
Oh, that's incorrect. Anyone at all?
Take a look. Here's the right response.
Thinking of this state tree of Texas makes you hungry for pralines.
Player one.
Exactly.
Makes sense. The palmetto is the state tree of this palmetto state.
Player one.
Hey, you're correct.
Like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson married a fetching widow with this first name.
Player one.
Exactly.
Some biographers believe Thomas fathered several children by this slave 30 years his junior.
Player three.
Who was Sally Hemings?
Hey, you're correct.
The Jeffersons, for 600.
Thomas's first grandchild, Anne, was born, married, and buried at this hilltop Jefferson family home.
Player one.
Exactly.
The 1804 death of daughter Polly led Thomas to reconciliation with this family, Abigail first.
Player one.
Definitely.
Little did Thomas's daughter Patsy know she'd be played by Gwyneth Paltrow in Jefferson in this city.
Player two.
What is Paris?
Exactly.
Let's go for notable names.
For 200.
Amid 1994 GOP gains, Democrat Zell Miller won his second gubernatorial election in this state.
Nobody?
What we were looking for was this.
Notable names.
For 400.
In the novels, Horatio Hornblower spends over 20 years of his life battling this French emperor.
Player one.
Precisely. Pick again.
Director Leo McCarey was the genius who got Stan Laurel to team up with this man.
Player one.
Hey, you're correct.
A poem about her ends with the words, "Ere the tired head of Scotland's queen reposed upon the block."
Player three.
Who was Mary, Queen of Scots?
Precisely. Pick again.
And to wrap up this board,
Elton John's song, Philadelphia Freedom, was a tribute to this tennis star and her team.
player one.
Exactly. Okay, that's it for the Jeopardy round. Now we're going to take a quick look at the scores.
You're building up a huge lead, player one. You're still in the thick of it, player three. Player two, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Double
Let's go for I Wish.
for 400.
His wishes were granted by genies of the ring and of the lamp.
Player one.
Yes.
It's what you wish on when you say, "Wish I may, I wish I might, get the wish I wish tonight."
Player one.
Precisely. Pick again.
A group of kangaroos or of Girl Scouts.
Player one.
Definitely.
In the past, people have dropped pins down these as well as coins.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
Appropriate brand of salad dressing to use during a Thanksgiving meal.
Player 1.
Definitely.
In a classic 1902 story by W. W. Jacobs, it's the sinister simian object that supposedly grants wishes.
Anyone at all? This is what we wanted.
Leaping lizards. A leap isn't a group of lizards, but of these felines that can't change their spots.
Player 1.
Yes.
The first women's Olympic gold medal in this, the world's most popular team sport, went to the U.S. team.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
A group of hawks released by a falconer, or a group of actors performing in a play.
Player 3.
What is a cast?
Yes.
Animal groups for 1600.
You might find a skulk of these animals near your hen house, trying to get in.
Anyone? This is what we wanted.
Animal groups for 2000.
An assembly of plovers, or an assembly of churchgoers.
Anybody?
What we were looking for was this.
I'd like presidential anagrams for 400.
Henry Jolt.
Player 1.
Exactly.
Sir Lowdown Woo.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct.
Acid Logic Novel.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
Answer? The Daily Double. Would you make your wager, please?
A Carbon Hillman.
Player 1.
Definitely.
Swank Gene Cole.
Player 2.
Who is Andrew Jackson?
Exactly.
Let's go for name that novel
For 400.
Before I left the castle, I so fixed its entrances that nevermore can the Count enter there undead.
Player 1.
That's right. And you seem to know your literature.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
Player 3.
What is Animal Farm?
Precisely. Pick again.
Name that novel for 1,200.
I have told you, reader, that I had learnt to love Mr. Rochester. I could not unlove him now.
Player 2.
What is Jane Eyre?
Yes.
Name that novel
For 1,600.
Answer? The Daily Double. Would you make your wager, please?
Lenny said, I might just as well go away. George ain't gonna let me tend no rabbits now.
Player 2.
What is Of Mice and Men?
Exactly.
Name that novel
For 2,000.
What a pretty little Nell, cried Quip.
Is that it? Anyone?
What we were looking for was this.
I'll try the cinema
For 400.
This martial arts master wrote The Tao of Jeet Kune Do and starred in Fists of Fury.
Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
GI Blues was set in this European country where Elvis served 2 years in the Army.
Anyone?
What we were looking for was this.
The first film John Huston directed was this classic 1941 Falcon mystery.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What is the Falconhurst murders?
No, that's not right. Sorry. Player 1.
Precisely. Pick again.
In the 1985 film based on Clue, this Rocky Horror actor played Wadsworth the butler.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct.
In a 1964 classic, this holiday figure conquers the Martians.
Is that it? Player 1.
Exactly.
30-second TV ads for this January 26, 1997 sporting event sold for an average of $1.2 million.
Player 3.
What is the Super Bowl?
Definitely.
The Sporting Life for 1200.
In 1971, Tom Watson graduated Stanford with a psych degree and began playing this sport professionally.
Player 1.
Exactly.
Joe DiMaggio and she were officially divorced October 31st, 1955.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct.
And now to finish off the round.
This St. Louis team's Hall of Fame museum has Stan Musial trophies and film of the team dating back to 1926.
Player 1.
Hey, you're correct. That's the end of the Double Jeopardy round. Let's check out the scores once again.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Don't count yourself out, Player 3.
Time now for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
News Television.
Go ahead. Make your wager.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
Here's the Final Jeopardy answer. Good luck.
TV's #1 show for the 1979-80 season. It was also tops 13 years later for the 1992-93 season.
Let's see how everyone did.
Your question, Player 3. That's correct. What did you wager? Your question, Player 2. That's not right, I'm sorry. And your wager? Player 1. Your question? That's right. And your wager was?
Congratulations to the big winner here today on Jeopardy.
Player 1.
Hope you all had fun. See you again on Jeopardy.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.